In this video, I wanted to show you how you can find the top selling Merch by Amazon t-shirts on Amazon and what to do after you find them. Let's go. Thanks for joining me on this video. My name is Juna with Detour Shirts. I've been designing and selling t-shirts online since 2005, and my channel is all about helping you to learn how to design and sell t-shirts online. If that's something you want to learn how to do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right there. So in this video, I'm going to talk about research. Now you need to do research to know what to sell on Merch by Amazon or Redbubble or whatever. This one's going to be specifically for Amazon. Today I'm going to talk about Pretty Merch Pro Plus, and the reason why I chose Pretty Merch Pro over the other ones just for this video to start with, I'm going to do all the tools this year, but I wanted to start with Pretty Merch because one, they just had an update. All these updates, they're always updating stuff. I noticed this a couple days ago. You've probably seen it if you have Pretty Merch. And the second thing is I used Pretty Merch Pro this week because of all those rejections. If you're on Amazon, if you're on Merch by Amazon, you might have seen all the rejections that you have on there. So Pretty Merch Pro has a way that you can bulk remove, which is really great. I use that. So I wanted to start off with Pretty Merch so that you can see how I'm using it and see if you can use it the same way. So this is for people who are selling on Merch by Amazon. It's very specific. But if you're not on Merch by Amazon, if you're not selling on Amazon with print on demand, Merch by Amazon is the best print on demand site, I feel, in 2022 and in past years since they ever started. So best place for organic traffic, best place to get lots of sales. It's my top pick for print on demand if you're doing t-shirts. So enough about Merch by Amazon. Let's get into the app right now. So here I am on Merch by Amazon. I have Pretty Merch Pro and Pretty Merch Pro Plus enabled. But first thing I wanted to show you is, I talked about this in the intro, is removing rejected designs. So if you were like me in the past, last couple of days, you had a ton of rejections. I had like 200 plus rejections. And just from uploading to different marketplaces, there was a bug in Merch by Amazon. You might have seen that in your Facebook groups, or I think Ryan did a video about it. I left two here just to show you how easy it is to delete in Pretty Merch Pro. So imagine having 200 designs here. I just have two here. And you had to go in here and click delete. Now you would click delete and then hit delete. And then it would delete one, and you'd have to do that for 200 of them. So what Pretty Merch Pro has done is made that easy so you can bulk delete. So I have a quick video here that I can show you that I recorded earlier about deleting in Pretty Merch Pro. And all you do is click on these things right here and click all of them. And once you have all of them selected, you can just hit delete and it will delete all of them. In this example, I think I had 84 designs and I just wiped them all just with one click. Now it takes a little while to delete them all, but you're not clicking, each one individually 3 times. For click on the pencil and then click delete and then click yes, delete, and do that 200 times. So this saves you a lot of time, Pretty Merch Pro. So let me show you how to do some research here in Pretty Merch Pro Plus. Now this is a paid tool, so I'm just showing you what it does and you have to decide whether you want it or not. I'm going to show you how I use it and how you could use it for research, and weigh it out, see if it's valuable to you. I have a link in the description to Pretty Merch Pro Plus if you want to use it. And again, this is just to show you what it does and see. So right away on research, you can see the value of this. This is telling you the best sellers and it's going in order. So the lowest BSR first right here, and then the next one and the next one, and it's filtering out all of the things that you can't do. You can't do Disney, you can't do copyrighted stuff, no trademark stuff. So it does a pretty good job of it. There's still some things here that kind of get through Amazon anyway, like Yellowstone, you probably shouldn't do that, but it gets a lot of it. Like you don't see any Disney here, you don't see any Cobra Kai here, you don't see any of those kinds of things, no Marvel. So you can really see what's the best-selling Merch by Amazon design with this tool. So there are a couple free ways to do it, but it doesn't do it in this. Let me show you what you could do for free if you don't have this app, just as contrast on how well this does it. So for free, you could go into Amazon and you could type in something like funny novelty t-shirts, right? and it's not going to give you the same results. It's also not going to give you it in order. And you don't even know if these are merch by Amazon or, Star Wars already here. This could be a top one, but like Amazon doesn't really give you a good way to filter t-shirts by merch by Amazon, by rank, by BSR rank, and tell you what's the best selling. They don't want to do that, probably. They want to put what they want to put on here, and they know they sell a lot of Star Wars stuff and they sell a lot of this, and they're also doing sponsored stuff too, right? So you're not going to get that. One good free way to do is, the guys at Merch Informer did this, where you can just type in merchinformer.com/merch-amazon-listings, and it does a pretty good job for free. So you can hit search here, and you see I said t-shirts, but again, this also shows Marvel and Disney and things, and it doesn't do it in order because this is on Amazon. Again, it's showing you on Amazon. So 5,000, then jump to 12, then 9, then 9 here, then 18. It's not in any particular order, right? It's just showing you what Amazon wants to show you. But it does do a pretty good job for free. But if you go back to Pretty Merch Pro Plus, you can see bestsellers by rank. So you can literally see the top 100 in order merch by Amazon designs, right? Which is good because then you get a feel for what's trending right now. And this is up to date. You can see this is Valentine's Day things are selling, guys. 100 days of school are selling. Those are some of the things that I talked about in my holiday calendar. If you didn't get one of those, make sure to go to Detour Shirts, download one of those. We're going to use this in our example. I'm going to show you how to do it. So that's a good segue, because a way you can research for this, take your holiday calendar right here and look on March right here. It says Mardi Gras. We're going to do Mardi Gras, for example. Okay. So let's just type in here. You can do close match. I like to use phrase match because we want to see Mardi Gras, especially if you have a longer phrase, you want to do that too. So Mardi Gras, it's 2 words. You don't want them separated. And then hit search. And here you can see the results again in order of which one's the most selling. So that's good. So you can see the top 10 most selling merch by Amazon t-shirts for Mardi Gras. Again, not a real good way to do that. You could go back in here on Amazon again, like I said, and maybe type in Mardi Gras t-shirts, right? And what you're going to see is some of the top selling, and you're going to see sponsored ads on Amazon, which isn't necessarily the best selling. It's just because they're sponsored, they're getting up here on the top. You're going to see Disney stuff. You're going to see other stuff like this. So this is a free way you could do it on Amazon, but you're going to get a lot of things that aren't related. Like this isn't a merch by Amazon t-shirt. As you scroll down, you're going to see stuff like Disney, like that's not even a Mardi Gras shirt, right? What does this have to do with anything Mickey? Let's see. So tie-dye, right? And of course, they're going to put stuff like Peanuts and other stuff like that. So if you really want to do the research and know what the top 10 selling designs are, this is a real easy way to do it, right? You get rid of all the fluff. And this is how I use it. So I go on the top 10. You can see, look at this one, Come At Me Bro, with the crawfish. This one has a crawfish. This one has a furry lease. This one has furry lease too, fur de lease right here. This one has a mask, has the word shenanigans, fur de lease. So we're noticing a trend here, right? Crawfish, we got the colors, purple, yellow, green. We got the mask, we got the fur de lease, right? And beads. So I'm going to try and come up with a design that has beads and crawfish and fur de leases and, maybe a funny pun. Instead of come at me, bro, maybe come up with a different thing about crawfish. I could say, cool story, bro, or let's get cray cray, right? Or something. Come up with something like that. And what's cool about this is you can see all the keywords here too. So keywords are really important when you're trying to design a title and a brand and a bullet and description. You can go in here and see like, okay, Mardi Gras is one, Carnival's one, crawfish, beads, make sure we have that in here, and scroll down, Fat Tuesday here, parade. And if you don't want to look at all of these right here, you can go in and analyze each product. And when that pulls up, you can see the keywords here. So if you're not like me and wants to just write them down on a sheet of paper or something like that, or type it on the side, you can just copy it to clipboard right here. Copy this word, copy this word. So if you're seeing these words multiple times, you can do it and go through the top 10. Like this one, this is number 2. Mardi Gras, right? We got that. That one doesn't have a lot of keywords. And look at the titles too, right? So love, Mardi Gras, furry lace, t-shirt. That one has a good one. Look at this, carnival, purple, gold, for de-lis, like I said, right? So here are the ways to find your keywords to put into your bullets and descriptions and titles and brands if you're on here. So look at that, really cool. And then come up with your sentences. All right, so that's how you do keywords for bullets, titles, brands. Just go through here, go through the top 10 is what I would say, and look at which ones are the top, and then create your sentences and titles and stuff. For design, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how I'm going to take all this stuff that we learned about, and I'm going to sketch it out on paper. I like to sketch it out on Affinity Designer. I'll show you that. And then come up with some kind of original design that kind of incorporates all of these. You don't want to copy these because they already have this, but you want to see like, okay, crawfish are doing well. These colors, I'm going to use these colors. The Fleur de Lis is doing well. How can I incorporate that? Mask are doing well for Mardi Gras, right? Incorporate all these things that are, people want to buy because they're in the top 10 of best selling, and see what you can do that's different and make your own individual stuff. So I'm going to get into that right now. Here we are. I'm not in Affinity Designer, but I drew this in Affinity Designer, and you can see I just did a real quick sketch. I have a crawfish right here. I got a mask on the crawfish because we know masks were doing well. We got beads, right? Beads all over the place. He's holding beads. He has beads on him. We got the Fleur de Lis right here. And then I just came up with a phrase that used that bro pun, right? Cool story, bro, kind of that French way to say it. Or I could have done, let's get cray cray or something like that, right? Just come up with your own phrase that would make sense with this picture here and relates to the audience, to Mardi Gras. I could do something with Mardi Gras as well too, right? Have a play on words for that. And then we have these colors, the colors that we saw on those, purple, green, and gold or yellow. Make sure that I'm coloring that. Of course, the crawfish may be red or something like that, but make sure I'm doing that. So this is the start of my idea, and the idea came from doing the research and finding out what's trending, what people are buying, the top 10 sellers, right? And then come up with my own design. So one thing about research, the thing that you need to know about research is what is selling and what does the audience like? And I think this answers that, right? What is selling? These things are selling in order. You can see that they're selling. And what does the audience like? You can look and see, visually see that they love crawfish, they love these colors, they love this and that, right? And then come up with your own idea on how to use that information to make your own design. The other thing that I wanted to mention is, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but Pretty Merch Pro and Pretty Merch Pro Plus are all inside Merch by Amazon. So you're already in here. You don't have to go into another website and log in and do all that stuff. So it's in here in context of your stuff. Once you figure it out and do that, you can quickly go in here and upload your stuff or create your stuff and look at stuff and look at your bestsellers and things like that. So it's all integrated, which is really nice to do that. So if you don't have Pretty Merch Pro or Pretty Merch Pro Plus, I have a link in the description and you can see how much they are. I'm not exactly sure if they have a sale now. You can see that there were some other options to do it for free, but this does do it really nicely. You have to decide for yourself whether or not having it all in order and having all the keywords and all this showing is of real value to you, and is it worth what it's cost. So that's what I would say for all tools, not just this tool, all the tools that I'm going to show in the future. I want to show you what it does, and then you have to decide whether or not it's a good value for you. So keep that in mind. So that is it for what I wanted to show you about research and how you can do research with the research tab. Is something that I just recently thought of and tried to use. How can I use this for my holiday calendar, right? And you can see we just did Mardi Gras, but there's hundreds of stuff that you can use on that holiday calendar. So make sure to download that too. Free download in my Detour shirt sites. So I'll leave a link to that in the description as well. Thanks again for watching. So that is it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. If this video is really helpful for you, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I wanted to make sure to show you what to do with research and a tool that you can do to do research. Now again, this is only one of the many tools. I started with Pretty Merch Pro, like I said in the beginning, because it's something I used this week and they did some updates this week. But if there's some other tools out there that you want to learn how to use, let me know in the comments. In fact, the question of the day is this: what are some other tools that you are using for print on demand? Let me know those in the comments. I want to do more videos out there about different tools that you can use for Pretty Merch. I want to just cover them all so that you know what you're getting. These tools aren't free, so I wanted to make sure to show you what they do, and then you can decide whether you want them or not. If you want a tool like Pretty Merch Pro, you can click on the link that I have in the description. I'm going to be covering other tools as well just to show you what they are. So hopefully these kinds of videos are really helpful for you to help you progress in your print on demand journey. Thanks again for watching this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, click on these videos right here. And as always guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.